Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about shoes, and what brought this up was actually me staring at my shoes earlier today. I like to stare at my shoes once in a while and remember the times that I've had with them, remember the times when I had some place to go, and lately of course I haven't been able to use them, and so that sort of sparked up the idea of making this video. I wanted to share with you my best shoe investments, the most comfortable shoes that I've ever owned, and the most uncomfortable ones as well. So lately I did sell my most painful shoes. I decided to part with them. So the pairs that I'm going to share with you are the shoes that are not as comfortable as the most comfortable ones I own. Some of them do have like a time limit. Like they are comfortable in the beginning, but then after like a certain number of hours, they become so painful. So I'm going to share all of this with you. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so let's start with my most comfortable pair ever. And these are my Chanel Ballet flats. These are definitely a great investment. I got these at Fashion File. They were pre-loved but barely used, and yeah, for Chanel flats, I was willing to really invest in them, but we do not have Chanel here in the Philippines, and so I decided to go with Fashion File. And I saw that these were selling for half the price, and so of course I picked it up. Barely used. I really love this pair. They are just the most comfortable, most buttery soft pair that I've ever worn. For ballet flats especially. I have tried so many other ballet flats in the past, and of all price ranges, I've tried it all, and most of the time they do hurt my feet. I think my feet tend to expand as I wear ballet flats because they can be constricting because they're closed all the way around the foot, and most of the time it's hot here in the Philippines. As I walk, it can make my foot expand, causing me to get blisters and a lot more uncomfortable situations when it comes to wearing ballet flats. These are absolutely the best ones that I've ever owned. They are made of lambskin, and that is why they're so comfortable. In terms of wear and tear, I think they still look very good. There are hardly any scuffs, though I have used them a lot, and I think it's all thanks to this very neutral tone that it comes in. Of course, a black tip, very Chanel, with a CC logo in front, and all around it, it's beige. So when I wear it, it actually has a very lengthening effect. So it makes my legs look long even though I'm wearing flats, and I really do appreciate that. And yeah, they're very, very comfortable. I did put rubber soles in them. I took them to Mr. Quickie to have them done. I think doing this will prolong the life of these shoes, and hopefully I get to wear them for years and years to come. I love these. Okay, next up are these loafers from Gucci. I don't think I can go on talking about shoes without including this because this is definitely in my best list. This is definitely one of my most comfortable shoes that I've ever owned. And again, it is made of this lambskin leather. It is so soft. It is so buttery soft. And I got these in the US when we went to Saks Fifth Avenue in San Francisco. And I wanted to check it out because I did hear a lot of good things about them on YouTube, and I tried them on and I just fell in love. These are just so soft and so comfortable, and every time I would travel, I would bring these. They are just such a dream to walk on. When it comes to long trips, exploring the city, going around, whenever I need comfortable shoes to wear, these really do the trick. They are so, so soft. And I don't know, I think that's the trick to choosing comfortable shoes. They have to be made of very, very comfortable material. I really love this. I think it has held up very well since I bought these in 2018. That is 3 years ago. And until now, I still wear these when I need to go to the grocery store, when I need to buy medicine, or I need to see my chiropractor. I use these because I know that they are so comfy. And because I rarely wear shoes, especially here around the house, I want to be as comfortable as I can because I'm really not used to wearing shoes anymore. So yeah, these are definitely on my best investment list, and I'm so happy that I have them and that they have held up so well. Okay, next on my list are these Dior Slingbacks. They have become such a classic pair, and I think a lot of people have bought into them, and for good reason, because they are very, very comfortable. If you could see it, it's made of this fabric, and it may not look that comfortable, but inside it is lined with, I'm just assuming it's lambskin because it is just so soft. You can't really see it here. You can't really see it that well, but inside the shoe and even here along the sling back, it is lined with lambskin leather, and it is just so soft and so comfortable. And these are actually one of my most comfortable heels. I got this in Singapore when we went on the trip, and I had to get it because I wanted it so badly. It has held up very well. It still looks brand new, and it has that ribbon design here, J'adore. It says J'adore, and it has a kitten heel. They just match everything I own. When I was at the store, I was ready to buy the nude one in the patent leather, but I decided to go with this, and I'm so glad that I did it because of course I already have a patent leather pair of pumps which are from Jimmy Choo. So of course I didn't want to have two patent leather nude pumps. I don't think I had enough black shoes during that time, and so these really came at a great time, and I really love these. They are just so comfortable, such a dream to wear, and they just mold into my feet, and I think that's what makes them comfortable, and the low heel really helps. So yeah, if you are thinking of buying into this, definitely it's a yes for me. And I love that this little heel gives you some extra height, and it goes well with jeans, with dresses, with anything really. It just matches everything I own, and they look so good. Okay, next up, of course, we have my Valentino Rockstud sandals. I have raved about them in the past, and until now I still love them very much. I really love the way they look on my feet. They look like jewels on my feet, and they just sparkle. Even though people say that Rockstuds are done, these shoes are done, I really don't care because they look so good on my feet. Especially when I photograph them, they really look like jewels. I love how comfortable they are. I did have the Valentino Rockstud Ballet flats. I had sold them since. They were in a black color. They were not comfortable at all, and they were a size too small for me, and so I sold that already, so I can't really include them in this video. But these ones I really love so much. They look so good. It has like this double strap that goes onto your ankle, and this secures it around your foot, and they just look so good. And of course they come in this powder nude color, and they just blend with your feet. It makes your legs look long, and they sparkle, so it makes your feet look glittery. It makes your feet look sparkly, and they just catch the light so much. They're just so beautiful. Okay, so just to let you know, I got these online on sale. I got them from Luisa Via Roma. They were having a big sale that time, and I just remember searching for Valentino Rockstuds, and these came out in my size, and I just bought them right away. I mean, it's such a steal to find any Valentino pair of shoes at a price that I got it for, and I think it was something like 40% off. So yeah, such a good investment, I think, and I got it 3 years ago. So of course the price has increased since. I think the best time to snap up a pair like this is during sales. Hopefully you can catch one. If you happen to try them at a store, then just go for it because they are really a classic. And last but not the least, we have this pair of Gucci heels, and it has the iconic horse bit logo here, so you know it's Gucci. But I got this from the Gucci outlet store in Serravalle Outlets in Milan, and I got this for a steal. It was 40% off. They are just so comfortable. I couldn't believe that I got this for the price that I got it for, because they are just so well made, and they don't seem like an outlet purchase, because you know how outlet stores sort of have a cheaper version of the shoe that you want. Well, in this Gucci outlet, they had real Gucci clothes and shoes and accessories that were in the store once before. So these are, I guess, an older model. They're made of, I guess, calfskin leather, but they're just so soft, and they're just so easy to wear. They just match with everything I own. And I love that this horse bit detail adds a little extra something. It makes it more than just another pair of nude sandals. And they're cute. They come in a block heel. They're so comfy. I think it's around 3.5 inches, but they feel like they're lower. Of course, this straps onto your ankle and it just looks so good because of course it comes in a nude color. I really recommend buying nude sandals because they make your legs look long, and if you have a long torso and short legs like me, then that is sort of the trick that will help your legs look longer. I would purchase them again in other colors because they are just so comfortable. Okay, so on to my worst list. These are actually pairs of shoes that are somewhat comfortable. I mean, they're not as super comfortable as the first 5 that I mentioned to you. They are comfortable to a point, but after a certain number of hours, they become uncomfortable. They look beautiful and they photograph well, but there are little things about them that I don't like. And number 1 on my list is this pair of Chanel Slingbacks. I can't help but compare them to the Dior Slingbacks that I own. They are both slingback heels. They both have the same design, but these ones are not that comfortable. It's not that painful. Like, it's not like your foot would be bleeding, but it can be a little bit uncomfortable. Like, I think I can wear these for like 3 to 4 hours tops. And that's it. I'd have to change to something more comfortable. I guess it works for like an event or a party or maybe a photo shoot. They are very beautiful. They have the same effect as my Chanel Ballet flats. They make your legs look super long. Although a lot of people say they look like grandma shoes, I think they look sexy. They look good with jeans, with a nice dress. They're very classic. It has a very classic design. I don't know why, but my toes are not comfortable when I'm wearing these. It feels very smushed up, although there is a lot of space. It seems like there is a lot of space here. It's not a pointed pair of pumps, but they are just not comfortable. And I think because this part just goes like this here, which allows the shoe to look a little bit sexy, it doesn't really offer that much support. Like, it feels like this part doesn't have that much support. And I feel like my foot is falling towards this direction. I would still wear them, of course, because I have made that investment. I would never wear this when I travel. I would just probably put this in my bag, and then whenever I would have to shoot, that is when I would bring these out. But I would never wear these when I'm commuting or going on public transportation. I can't. Like, I know my feet are gonna be bleeding towards the end of it. These are the type of shoes that when you go to an event, it's in the car, and then you wear it to the event, and then as soon as you get back to your car, you remove it because your feet are tired. Yeah, these ones. Love the way they look, but I hate the way my feet feel when I'm wearing it. Next up, we have this pair from Bottega Veneta, and this was an impulse purchase for sure. It looks beautiful. Actually, it looks beautiful now when I'm looking at it on camera. It has this gorgeous blue color, and of course it has this giant intricato weave that Bottega Veneta is known for. And actually, I was at Bottega Veneta to check out the bags, and I ended up buying these, and they were so expensive. I was at their store in Madrid, and I think I spent like 3 hours at the store just choosing, trying. And when I tried these on, I just fell in love with the way my foot or my legs looked, because this part is chunky, and so it makes my ankles look small. And it makes my legs look small. And yeah, they are, I think, 4 inches tall. They are 3.5 or no, 4 inches. And it comes in this slim heel. You would think they are comfortable, but actually it can be quite rigid. Like, the leather is a bit rigid. Usually Bottega Veneta bags are so soft, like they're buttery soft. But for this one, it's very rigid. I'm not sure why. And this part doesn't really offer a lot of support or comfort. Like, it's just flat like that. It doesn't have like any support. I have worn this to an event. After the 3rd hour, like clockwork, my feet started to hurt. My heels started to hurt, and the balls of my feet were killing me. They were so painful. I remember after the event, my husband picked me up and he said that he wanted to go to the grocery store. And I said, please let me change my shoes because I cannot last in these. Imagine going to the groceries in this pair and walking aisle per aisle. That would have been torture for me. So yeah, these are great for 3 hours only. Okay, next up are another pair of shoes from Bottega Veneta. I bought these at the same time as the Lido sandals that I just showed you. And these were my first option. They're called the stretch sandals and they are really comfortable actually. When I tried them on, they fit like a glove. Like this part really hugs your foot and it's sort of like, it feels like it molds to your foot and it feels like you can walk for days. That is why I bought them. They were comfy, they look good. Of course, they come in a nude color. They have this very modern look. It is a square toe, of course. It has like a very platypus shape that you can love or hate, but it looks very stylish and very fashionable. I wore these to an event, of course, took tons of photos, walked around, feeling it, and then I think at the 4th or 5th hour, it just started hurting. Just like the Lido sandals, they had a time limit. You can't really wear this the whole day. It just sort of creeps up on you. Like it's comfy, you don't feel anything, and then it hits you. It's just this pain on the balls of my foot, and from having this arc, I think, and no support, it just feels that way. Although the design is very good and I love the grips in the bottom, I think the new Bottega shoes, they all have these grips that are supposed to make the shoe comfortable. I guess they do to some extent, but then I think it has a time limit. I can't do an all-nighter with this definitely, or I'd probably have to bring another extra pair of shoes in the car and leave it in the car. But the design is pretty, but yeah, I really can't wear this the whole day. Okay, next up are a pair of shoes from By Far. They look so cute, right? They look like a pair of shoes that you can probably wear the whole day, and they come in this beautiful snakeskin leather, and I think it's natural snakeskin. And I love the color combination that it has. It's sort of like white and brown and beige all at the same time. These you would think are comfortable, but when I wore them for a press junket in Singapore, this was actually the time when I bought my Dior Slingbacks. These hurt my feet so much and I had no choice but to endure the pain because we could not go back to the hotel until the evening. So from morning to evening I was wearing these and my feet were bleeding. Like I had to just endure it. And I was actually thinking of probably buying another pair of shoes, but I couldn't because we had a very tight schedule that day. You can actually watch that Singapore trip. It's in one of my vlogs. But yeah, you'll see how tight our schedule was. There's really no time to shop. And I just endured the pain. My feet were bleeding, but they weren't that obvious. I'm not sure why, but it was around this area. This part of my foot was bleeding. It was like cutting into my foot, and every step that I would take, it was just so painful. So imagine wearing this for the whole day until the evening. It was just such a horrible day. Horrible and happy at the same time because I had so much fun and I was just trying to focus on that. But you know how you can't focus when you have painful feet? That is how I felt. I think I bought Band-Aids. I sort of wrapped my pinky toe and my second to the last toe with Band-Aids, and I think that helped a little, but still it was cutting through my skin and it was already bleeding at that point. So it was like when you put pressure on that part, even though it has a Band-Aid, it would still hurt so much. Got these from Net-a-Porter. They were on sale. And that was the reason why I got them. But they're so beautiful, but so painful. Like I feel like there are actual snakes on my foot biting me every step of the way. And that is not comfortable at all. Okay, next up we have two pairs of shoes that have been reformed. They were once painful, but now not anymore. And it is this pair of Nicholas Kirkwood flats. I did read this up online and YouTube. A lot of YouTubers seem to love these, and so I bought them. They were comfortable at first, and you would think so because they're really soft and they're made of this really buttery soft leather. I guess it's calfskin leather. And the design, even though it's pointy, it's supposed to be comfortable. I had no problems with my toes. My toes were very happy wearing this, but it's my heel that really hurt. There were two really painful knots from the thread, I think, over here. Like, they were causing friction on the back of my foot, on my heel. And eventually, as I wore this to a birthday party, a kiddie birthday party, both my feet started bleeding because it really dug into the back of my feet. And they were so painful. And I had to like step on this back part. Just had to like step on this part just to survive and just not to feel that digging feeling. That small thread or a knot in the thread really caused a lot of damage. And I didn't know that something that small could cause so much damage. And so this pair is reformed for me because I did put a silicone sticker over here. I did stick it onto the back to cover that really painful thread that was causing so much pain, and they are the most comfortable pair now. I did not give up on them. I was able to remedy the situation. I was able to remedy the problem, and now they're super comfortable. And it's the same story for this pair. This is a pair of shoes from Churches, and both pairs, this one from Churches and the Nicholas Kirkwood one that I showed, they're both from Net-a-Porter. I got them both on sale. I'm really happy with these loafers because I really love the design. I love how they look so cool. They are, of course, silver leather, and underneath, like, the sole has like this espadrille sort of weave on it. I love the way it looks. It looks so summery. It looks so cool whenever I wear it. And it looks good with like my white eyelet dresses. It just looks cool with them. And same problem. It used to have like this really painful knot here from the thread. It was just digging into the back of my foot and causing so much pain. And so I did the same thing. I did the same remedy for these shoes. I put this sticker on it. This time it's like a silicone and it's like a leather. It has like a leather sort of feel, soft leather on it, and it has some sort of cushion. And when I put these, they became comfortable. And that's it for me, guys. It is getting dark. It is actually very dark right now. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below your thoughts. Tell me your most comfortable pairs of shoes so I may buy them as well. And tell me stories of your worst pairs so I may avoid them. I will see you in my next video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.